if my college is in a big city like Chicago, I would get more chances for networking because all the companies like they would have their offices in downtown.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to another video. This is a podcast style video. It's a Skype conversation between me and my friend. His name is Arjun Gupta. Actually, he was one of the subscriber and now he's turned into a friend, and hopefully this relationship will keep growing. I love that he wanted to give back to YouTube community. He felt like, he wants to give back, and I just appreciate the fact that he wanted to share his time, knowledge, everything. So Arjun, if you're watching this, thank you so much. Arjun has completed his master's in ITM, which is Information Technology Management, from IIT Chicago. So we talk a lot about IIT Chicago, why did he choose that, jobs and job opportunities, and the course itself, like what is it like to study IITM, internships, and a lot other things about IIT Chicago. And then we also talk about his current role. He's a full-time process automation software developer. I think that's what he said. But yeah, so we talk a lot about the skill set required to be one, and his job search journey, how he how he moved from graduating to going to contract job to going to now full-time position. It's a very interesting journey, so we talk about all of that. Like always, I splitted this video into smaller chunks, so I'm gonna keep uploading every day a new episode of this so you can consume it easily. I will now let you enjoy the conversation. Okay, let me just start with thank you so much for doing this, because I know this means a lot to me, and it's going to mean a lot for my audience. One, because we share like very similar kind of career interest, and two, uh, you are like a subscriber turned into a friend, and hopefully will stay friend forever. So thank you for doing this. It means a lot to me.
Thank you so much, Yudi, for inviting me. I'm like just trying to help Yudi just try to help people around the world about my journey of fitness, and then just trying my best to support Yudi in his movement to inspire people to just hustle every day in life. So I'm doing a very small thing for what you are doing. Like, there's no comparison there.
Oh man, thank you, thank you. You are super kind. Arjun, let's just start with a quick intro. Like, where are you from in India? What did you do in in America, and where are you now, and what do you do right now?
So first of all, my name is Arjun Gupta, and I am from New Delhi. So hey, Delhi walo, what's up? And others, woohoo! So I am from New Delhi in India, and I did my bachelor's in computer science engineering from JP Institute of Information Technology, Noida. I graduated in August 2016, in June 2016, and didn't waste a single time in India. No experience. Straight 3 months later, I was in the US for my master's. I did my master's in information technology management from IIT Chicago, and I see UD posting screenshots of many students getting admits from IIT. So, woohoo, IIT! And I completed my master's in December 2017, and then began a hard period for me to find the job because I didn't follow any proper advice. Finally, 2.5 months later, I got my first job in the US as a contractor for an Indian consulting company in Memphis, Tennessee. And I won't name the client or the company, but people who know Memphis would know who the client was. Nice. I'll tell you separately. Yeah. I worked a lot there for 9 months. Like I was there for 9 months, and every day, like UD says, hustle. I used to hustle every single day at the client location. I had no experience, like no work experience before I went to that company. Yeah. I learned everything on the job. Yeah. And within 6 months, I was very good at my job, and I applied for a new position, a full time permanent position in an American company, like a big American company having a lot of Americans. That was my goal of what America is. Right. Route what do 21. You do right now? I'm not trying to stop you. We will get into those details, but I Okay. know what you do right now. So my Role. title is an associate process automation developer. I'm basically a robotic process automation developer. I design software bots for my company, for my internal teams. So basically, you would be like a person sitting in a company, his job is to download Excels, analyze reports, summarize, and then submit it to someone, or gather the data, or like someone is helping filling a, like I fill a corporate card application, so someone in the company is deciding on whether I should get the corporate card or not, or there is payroll data. So like even a robot can do that. A robot means a physical computer. It's not a physical robot, but it's a computer program that can do the same work that a human is supposed to do, and then a human can do lots of other important work in the company which we usually don't get time for. So we automate the stuff, and then we tell the humans this is what you need to do to do your work, and then you can do more productive work like process excellence. So we encourage people to start improving their work using automation. So I design those software bots for my company. That's
Ah,
my goal. That's my job right now.
sounds very interesting. So we'll get to all of that. Before that, let's talk for people who don't know anything about how to get into IIT Chicago. Let's give a quick update on your profile. Like, what was your GRE, TOEFL, and your
Okay.
bachelor's? If you remember.
So just a second, let me silent my phone. Sorry about that. So I began my master's application process in May 2015, where I started joining a coaching for GRE and TOEFL. Trust me, you don't need any coaching for that. It's you can do it your own. I was an idiot. I joined those coachings, but GRE and TOEFL you can study on your own using the internet. My GRE score, I gave two attempts at GRE. First attempt was a 305 score. The second one was 309. I won't call that fancy, but I still got into IIT Chicago. I'm still enjoying my life. So do not evaluate yourself with just scores. Like Yudi always says, it's a complete profile. US evaluation is a complete profile. No one is bothered with your scores here. How are you as a total package is what schools will see here. My TOEFL score was 108, which I found pretty decent. I had applied to 9 colleges across US, and I got admits from I think four or five of them, one being the Adelaide campus of Carnegie Mellon University with 12 months in Carnegie Mellon, Pittsburgh also. But I didn't go for that because I didn't want to go to Adelaide first. I just wanted to come to the US.
Yeah.
So I joined IIT Chicago, and one of the reasons was my best friend from India also got admitted in the same college. So we both ended up being roommates here in Chicago.
Right. And what were the other colleges, admits?
So I got an admit from IIT Chicago, University of Houston main campus. Then I got an admit from CMU Adelaide campus. Then I got an admit from there was one other university, University of Delaware.
Okay. And
Yeah.
and
Unfortunately, I didn't apply to any of the colleges in California.
too bad you can't meet me.
I was like, crap, I should have done that. But trust
No,
me,
I am looking forward to meet you sometime very soon. Yeah. So and the reason you picked IIT Chicago was, I mean, assuming that you looked at other factors, but not just your best friend is going.
yeah. So one of the biggest reasons that I felt was if my college is in a big city like Chicago, I would get more chances for networking because all the companies like they would have their offices in downtown. So Chicago, New York. Then in California, everything is nothing is small or big. California is California. So like even Chico would be as good as San Francisco, according to what I know outside of California. I'm sorry, Yudi, if I'm wrong, but
It's
California, you're
not
fine.
like that. It's a Chico is not
I
big.
know, but like I went to Sacramento, it was
Yeah, Sacramento is big. Sacramento is
but just
definitely.
saying, but like I wanted my college to be in a big city so that A, I enjoy the city like the American dream. Also, I wanted to improve my chances of networking so that I could go to more companies around my area without having to like travel for an interview. So if I had an interview in downtown Chicago, that was like 15 minutes from my apartment
Yeah.
versus me having to fly down to some city. So companies I thought would be hesitant to hire me, which again is a wrong ideology. Never think like that. Don't make the mistakes I made, please.
Right. So now that you are in your master's program, let me ask you one. You did masters in
Technology management.
information technology management, and I know I've looked at the curriculum and I know a little bit about it. So what I want to hear first is what was your first like cultural, how different it is from Indian education system?
Man, I'll be blunt. Indian education system is